record on this computer. Okay, hey guys, welcome to the Dream Team Monday Night Zoom. I titled this "The Film Crew is Coming" because I'm going to talk to you guys tonight about a film crew coming. I was listening to a podcast, or I forget, I was reading something, I don't know, anyway. And like I had been thinking about talking a bit about vision boards, and we talked a little bit last week because we're coming into the last 6 months of the year. But on this podcast or whatever it was I was reading, the question was posed. And so I want you to really hear this and think about this question, because this is where the rest of this conversation is going to go. If tomorrow a film crew was coming to your home to film you and follow you around to document you because you are so successful at your business, what are they filming?
Can you afford it?
What do you look like? What's happening during the day? What are they going to capture on this film? So you can either unmute and throw me some things that they would be filming. So 5 years from now, a film crew is coming to your home because you have done so well with this business. They want to document you. You can type or comment or, whatever, talk, I guess is the word. What are they capturing? What's happening? What are we going to see on this video? What is this film going to capture? And it's a thinker. You got to think on this. So in 5 years, a film crew is rolling up to your house because they're like, not even Lavelle, like networkmarketing.com. Let's pretend there's a thing. Like Eric Worre is coming to your house and he wants to talk to you and film your day to day because he wants for people to see how you built this business and what this business has done for you. So what are they going to see?
A notebook full of completed 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 papers.
Okay, I like it. And that's a good start. You're going to show them your binder of your lists. Lists are very big in network marketing. Very big. Gotta have.
I would hope that I'm still humble. I would hope that I'm still living in my house because I love my house. My husband would still be working for himself because that's what he likes to do. I will then have 2 kids out of the house by then. So I will be almost an empty nester. So I'm hoping that I will be able to pass that mindset down to my kids and they are starting to do the same thing. But I don't want to be like, I don't want to have like this big mansion. Like, that's not me. I don't want to, I want to stay to who I am, I think.
So how are you filling your time? Like when they say we're going to follow you today,
I'm going to say traveling. I want to get an RV and just travel, I think.
Okay. So they would literally be following you.
Yeah.
Are you still working the business?
Yes.
Lindsay says he would see me working on and off in my real life in PJs, cooking and showing how I wife and grandma and have my calendar in front of me, seeing all my vision boards and mirror her IAMs on her mirror. Okay. Sandra says they're going to see me get up at the same time every day, capsules in, devotional, my own business work being done, and helping my team, farm living, teams in several states that I will travel to. Okay. So they might capture you booking a plane ticket to visit a team, scheduling a local with somebody out of state. This is good. Keep talking.
Time chunking my task and so showing them how I can be working and be a wife. So just walking through my schedule of how I get my stuff done every day.
Okay.
And putting together sample packs and reaching out to people and stuff.
Okay. So they'll get to see you in action, getting new people started.
They'll see me now stopping throughout my whole day.
Okay.
Unless I'm sitting on the potty.
I hope they don't film that. I'm going to write that in. I'm going to ask them not to film that. Anybody else? Lindsay says, I'll take a boat ride or swim off my dock, living in the moment and painting a picture. So you're going to let people see what the network marketing income has brought to you on the relaxation leisure side of things for you. Courtney says they will see me in my new home, in my office, working my day job during the day. Oh, okay. Doing Zooms at night on my phone and Messenger with the millionaire sign hanging on the wall, a big backyard with my dogs running around, a car in the driveway that Lavelle pays for. Nice. So even in 5 years, when you've done so well in network marketing, you still want to work your day job. This is good. This is interesting. I like getting everyone's perspective on things. Anybody else want to add anything? Okay, so this was obviously spur of the moment, very quick, right? Like I just threw this at you. This is something I really want you to think about, because here's the next part of the question. If this is how you're going to work, so in 5 years, when they come to film you, you're going to be showing them how you work your business, how you got so successful, how you've balanced being a wife and a mom and having this business, how you've balanced getting to travel and work your business. You're going to be showing all that stuff, right? How are you living now? Are you doing these things now? Because if in your mind, you can see what it takes for you to run a successful business, right? Some of you are like, I'm going to be in my office. I'm going to be on the phone. I'm going to be traveling out of state to see my team. Are you doing those things now? Or are you waiting to become successful to do those things? Like I know for a fact last week when I wasn't feeling great and I was laying around in the living room, I'm so glad no one was here to film me and my success last week, because that sure as hell did not look or feel very successful, right? If they rolled up and they saw you scrolling Facebook, if they rolled up and saw you with a half of your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 done, or they rolled up and saw you how I couldn't wait to, I'm doing it now. I'm watching this little ant on the Zoom. Yes, you are multitasking big time right now. And I can tell he's keeping you moving. You know, what is it during the day that you're doing that if a film crew was standing there, you wouldn't be doing? That's the thing to think about. Like I say it's a joke. It's not really a joke, but so, you know, Tom and I on our other business with the Ben Boss, I've always said, no matter where we are, we're on somebody's camera. Somebody, like if it's not the house we're at, it's the neighbors across the street. Somebody somewhere is filming us. You know, they're maybe not sitting there watching it, but we're on someone's camera. And so it's always so important to conduct yourself, right? You don't want us, you know, like let's say the neighbor's like, I don't think you cleaned the bin good, and my neighbor caught it on film. Or you guys, you were here, but you only did 1 instead of 2, and my neighbor caught it on film, right? Like if you're always living like someone is watching you, which Jesus is, but whatever, probably a lot less mindless scrolling. Did you see I was in a travel magazine? LOL, I had no idea. Are you saying that's what they're going to capture you doing? Or you're actually in a travel magazine? Talk to me.
So my friends were in Ocean City over the weekend, and she sent me a picture of this travel magazine. She was like looking for coupons, you know, those like junk magazines.
Yeah.
She sends me a picture. It's me and Taryn on this excursion that we took in 2019 with my stepmom behind us.
Oh, that's so cool. You'll have to cut that out and put it on your vision board or something. So you can
Isn't
go back.
that
That's like a I did it moment.
So you just never know. You just never know.
Exactly.
Where
You never know who's taking a picture or who's filming.
Right.
But let's pretend that you are the one filming, right? So for those of you that hopped on late, we're talking about if a film crew showed up at your house in 5 years to document your day-to-day because you are killing it in network marketing and they want everyone to learn how you're running your business and how you've been so successful, what are they going to see? What are they going to film? And now we've got to the part where, what if they had been with you today? If a film crew had followed you around today to capture pieces of, and you guys, you know, like, so like, if you think about the, like we have the millionaire documentaries, and they're only like, what, so many minutes, and it's snippets here and snippets there. It's obviously not their whole day. Like, we're not capturing people waking up in the morning with eye boogers. We're not capturing them, like Sandra said, they're not in the bathroom, like no one's following us around. They're just they're getting those highlights. They're showing the parts and pieces. But so if a film crew had been with you today, would they have been like, yeah, we have footage. We have got footage that Lacey says they would have seen a mess today. Well, it's a special mess for you right now, Lacey. But so think about that. Like, in Lacey's case, if they didn't follow her to the bathroom while she was trying to keep all of her food in, I can tell you from working with Lacey today that they would have seen her in group chats. They would have seen her making posts. They would have seen her putting up reels. They would have captured that stuff. So there was good stuff even in the bad. But think about your day. If they had followed you today, would they have a lot of footage to go back and use? Or would they be like, oh, Monday must not be a very productive day for her. We'll have to catch her on a Thursday. Like, what would they have seen? And now that you're thinking in this realm, the bigger picture is, if you think in 5 years that they're going to come and they're going to see you talking to your team that's out of state, and they're going to see you, they're going to capture you hopping online to book a ticket to go do an event with this team, and they're going to capture you on a Zoom with your newest 4Ks, and they're going to, like, those are the things you need to do today. Those are the things you need to do now. If that's the stuff a successful person is doing in 5 years, guess how they got there? They did that shit now. Sonia says they would have seen me kicking butt in my day job with some stress thrown in. Oh yeah. And that's the thing. So these day jobs in 5 years, are you thinking I'm still going to be in my day job? Which I get it. Like, I've done this for 7 years and I still have my day job. We obviously love what we do. But this is where you have to use your imagination. You have to think about that vision. And I'm hoping to be retired after today for sure. Yeah, Courtney had like the Mondayest Monday ever. I think we all did, honestly. Anyway, so like last night, if you guys were on the power plan last night, I got a little off topic. Whatever, it was awesome though. And one of the things I talked about was how, a lot of times people will be like, well, I'm not going to work. This is my side hustle. I'm not going to work this side hustle over the holiday. Like, I'm going to be with my family. I'm going to be at the lake. I'm going to be at this, I'm not working this job. And that's fine. This is your business. But in the moment when you're at the lake or you're at the barbecue and someone says, how is work? And you immediately spend the next 10 minutes telling them about your day job and what you're doing for somebody else's dream, versus your brain clicking and going, oh, it's awesome. Just helped 2 new people start their Thrive experience. We just got a new girl on the team. She's going for her 4K right now. I'm in the middle of this boot camp and they are kicking our butt, but it is building business. So if that's not where your brain is going, that's where the mindset has to be. So if that film crew is with you this weekend at the 4th of July, whatever you're going to, and somebody says, hey, how's work? And that film crew caught you talking about your day job, you're understaffed, you're overworked, this is bad, supply and demand, blah, 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 blah. Then they didn't want to catch you talking about your Lavelle business. You would be like, oh, shit, I missed that, right? So it's not even a matter of working your Lavelle business over the holiday, but it's being present and living that entrepreneurial life. That person in 5 years who's going to be interviewed would never go to a barbecue and talk about their day job. They just wouldn't. They would never walk into that barbecue with their Nike t-shirt on. They would have their Lavelle shirt on, right? They would have their patch loud and proud. They wouldn't care if it was a 4th of July pool party and they were going to get a weird tan line, right? They would be thriving out loud. They would be showing off for the camera, but they would also just be showing themselves to the world. So I want you to start thinking about your day-to-day activity. I mean, I would love if every day, 3 or 4 times a day, you could hear my voice. What is the film crew catching? I mean, I do it to myself. I'm like, I could literally be like, I'm going to go on Instagram and I'm going to find a reel. I'm going to remake it. And then 20 minutes later, I'm like, oh God, thank God there's not a film crew because I just spent 20 minutes scrolling reels, right? What is the film crew catching? You already spend a lot of time in my head. I'm gonna wear these 4 vibing and thriving shirts out. Yes, I know. I love, especially our state ones for the red, like the Texas, like yeah, like you got your Texas and Ohio. Like I love that, especially for 4th of July. Yes. I mean, I've heard, I think it was Gary Vee that talked about that once. He's like, you know, there are so many people. Oh yeah, retreat shirt. So many people that are willing to like carry the Louis Vuitton and they're going to carry the Nike and they're going to wear the Under Armour this. And they're like, woo, look at all that. But none of those places are cutting them a check. None of those places are building them a business. And so even if you don't have a Thrive shirt, you've got your DFT. And I know, I remember being, oh yeah, well, and so some people went all out in Florida and got a tattoo. They are marked.
I want one.
Yeah. I remember when I first started Thriving, I was like nervous. I didn't even wear my DFT for people to see. I was still a customer. I didn't know, you know, did I like it? Was it going to be weird? I was super shy about it. I didn't want anyone to see it. And honestly, it wasn't until one day I got hot and took my jacket off that finally somebody was like, what's that on your arm? And I was like, oh shit, they have just seen my sticker. But now, none of us should have that mindset, right? We all get up every morning. I don't know about you guys, but I do not care what is going on in my world. The first thing I think of are my capsules. And you all know they're already laying right there for me, ready to go. And I could feel like absolute dirt, but I know I just got to get them in me. I just got to get them in me. Maybe I didn't sleep great. Maybe this, maybe that, blah, blah, whatever. But I know it. And you would have to fight me. You'd have to fight me to not let me have them. Or I'd have to be on detox, which is just a voluntary craziness that we do every now and then. But my point is, this is your lifestyle. Full, like completely. So there's no reason to not be living it as loud as possible, to the point that if a film crew followed you around, there would be no doubt what you do for a living. There would be no doubt how you feel about the product you sell. There'd be no doubt about the company, how you feel about the company. There'd be no doubt what the business has done for you. I mean, if a film crew shows up and they're going to get in my Land Rover with me, hello, it's a Land Rover. That's fucking weird. Like, I had an Altima before this. Who has a Land Rover? I live in Lebanon, for God's sakes, right? You know what I'm saying, though? Like, they're going to ride around in that. And I'll be like, that's right. I got this big old car that I used to just see pictures of. People in England have these things. But no, thanks to Thrive, I have this. Get you right and dirty. You know, hopefully hopefully, you know me, I love to travel. Hopefully they're going to be following me to the airport. My favorite walk is down the jetway. Like, where are we going? We're going someplace. Maybe we're going on a retreat. I have something to share. Oh, chime in.
Okay, so you know how there are times that we don't think that, okay, we may think, okay, yeah, we're having a great day, what have you, but, oh, I still am this person back here. You know what? We are all so much further than where we are. Long story short, really quick, last night I was having a conversation back and forth with a girl in Messenger who I have invited and trying to get to see her for probably the last 2 years at home. Very insecure about coming out in public and that kind of a thing. And she explained to me why and so forth. And so we talked about how the fact that here we are 40 years out from graduation. Okay, I just aged myself, maybe not quite 40, but yeah, maybe close. Anyway, and you know, what we wish we would have known then that we know now about ourselves and about all of these people in the world in general. And I said, you know, I said, sister, because she was like really worried about her insecurities. I said, sister, you would be really surprised at what insecurities people have. I said, I even have some. And then she said this, and it caught me in my tracks. She said, you have beauty, brains, family, and a career. You're right. Doesn't seem like you would have a thing in the world to be insecure about, but I know we all have our little quirks. And so in her eyes, I'm top gold. And when there are days that Lacey's trying to keep her food down, guess what? You're still top gold. And, you know, when Lindsay's chasing Toodlebug around without a diaper or whatever, she's still top gold. Every single one of us on here is top gold.
Yep.
It was like, whoa.
And so that's that top gold person, the person who is so top gold that a film crew has come to see them. So I know a lot of you are probably in your head picturing Maria, right? I think she was one of the first people that got interviewed for the Millionaire series. I want you to picture you. I don't want you picturing somebody else's version of how they did it. I want you picturing you. Yes, picture yourself. So if the film crew rolls up and they're going to follow us around, we're probably not sleeping in, right? We're probably not in a kitchen that's destroyed by 8 a.m. We're most likely eating great food. We're probably moved our body. Sure, we're mixing up a Pink Pro at some point in time, right? Or having an Activate. I'm sure we're on Zooms. I'm sure we're in our emails. I'm sure we're coming up with promos and things like that. I'm sure we're talking to new people. These are all the things that I'm sure I would want to show a film crew. So guess who I need to show it to first? Me. Don't show it to your upline. I mean, your downline's always watching, but show yourself. That successful person in your head that you could picture getting interviewed in 5 years, you got to be her now. If you ever want that interview to happen, you got to start living that way now. So if you're getting up in the morning and you're putting your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 off till the end of the day, do you think that's what you would do with the film crew? If somebody on your team is reaching out and they're like, hey, let's have a local, and you're like, oh, I'm busy. Summer. If the film crew caught that, how would you feel about that? Right? So here's a statistic. This is something I want you to keep in mind. The average human, and we are not average when it comes to this because this is an average human on social media. So you know right away we're not average. Spends 888 hours of their year, which equals 37 full days, scrolling social media. 37 full days, morning, noon, and night, 24 hours a day for 37 days. That is more than a month of a person's life. That's average. So I want you to think about, what are you doing? If I'm on my phone and I'm working, right? How many times are like I'm working, right? If I'm working from my phone and a film crew zoomed into my screen, am I looking at a TikTok my sister just sent me? Most likely, because she sends them to me all day. Or am I in my cloud? Am I sending a text message to a customer? Am I whipping up a graphic really quick? What am I doing? What are you doing? So, I mean, I know we could talk about this for hours, and this is, like I said, I kind of sprung it on you, and it's really like a big vision picture, but spend some time with this. Like, let this marinate. Like I said, I listened to this a couple of days ago, and it's been marinating in my head ever since. But first of all, I would be mortified. I'm just literally looking at my desk and I'm like, holy crap, I would be mortified if a film crew walked in right now. This is not the desk of a successful person. I got shit everywhere. So think about those things. How does a successful person operate? And do it. Don't wait to be successful, because if you wait to be successful to do these things, you are not going to get there. If you are waiting to have a local because you got to be a successful 12K to do that, you're never going to get to be a successful 12K if you don't have that damn local on your own. Right? If you're not asking a 40K and up to hop into your team chat with you, or to hop onto a Facebook Live with you, or an Instagram Live with you, because you think that's something that you have to be successful to do first, you're never going to be successful enough to do it. So ask people now. So my point is, take the steps now. Become the successful person now. Picture in your head, what are you wearing? What time are you getting up in the morning? What are you eating? How are you moving your body? Who are you spending time with? And then most importantly, how are you spending your time? Are you spending that 888 hours on social media for your business and for growth? Or are you scrolling? Because it's you guys, it's a trap. Like, it is such a trap. And sometimes I feel like we're all alcoholics that have to work at the bar, right? Like, we're all, this little magical machine is so amazing. And you can literally solve the world's problems with this little handheld thing. But some days I'm watching puppy videos. I mean, it is what it is, right? So that's the moment when I want you to hear in your head, what is the film crew catching right now? 3 to 4 times a day. What's the film crew catching right now? When you wake up tomorrow morning, what is the film crew catching? Am I popping up and taking my capsules? Am I reaching for my devotional? Am I putting on my running shoes? Am I making my bed? What am I doing? Am I sitting right down and doing some 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Am I hopping on a morning Zoom with my team? Like really start to think about your day-to-day actions and how you would perform if you felt like a successful person. And write those things down, like make yourself some notes. When I'm success, like we did this, I think we did it in boot camp, right? Where we said, I know I'm successful when, right? That was a boot camp thing or a team thing. I know. Okay. So I know I'm successful when I get up every morning and I make my bed and I'm immediately at my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, shit, get on it. Do it. If you know that's what makes you successful, then do it. I know I'm successful when I constantly have my calendar out and I'm going back and forth between Zooms and locals. Well, then do it. I don't look for real ideas until I crawl into bed. If I look during the day, yeah, I'm toast. Exactly. Lindsay, I just did that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm making Post-it notes to say that. Yes. This was y'all see my messy mug first thing in the morning. Hey, that's okay. That's okay, because you know what? There's a lot of successful people who do when they first get on there every single morning, they check in on their social media. They're real, raw, and authentic. And that's awesome. And they never miss it. They're consistent. And people have grown to love that. I have a girl I follow. She works for a completely different company, but I love her. She will literally be with her hair sticking out in her walking shoes every morning walking, and she never misses her story. She's always on her story. She's consistent. So it's not even what she looks like. It's the fact that I know every morning she's going to work her business consistently, and you can follow along because she documents it on her stories. So what does it take to be successful? What do you think you would do every day as a successful entrepreneur in network marketing? Write it down, visualize it in your head. Think about it. This is very much a vision board assignment, but it's a mental vision board of activities, not material things. What are the activities? I don't think that a millionaire has a messy bed. I'm going to guess that it's made. Whether they make it or they pay someone to make it, I'm going to guess it's made. I don't think a millionaire is eating McDonald's in the afternoons. I think they realize that to hold the level of activity and to be present and be as awesome as they need to be for all the people they support, they eat good food to take care of themselves, right? So there are things that you're doing day to day that you know you wouldn't do, a successful person wouldn't do. So why do we do them? Right? These are just little hard conversations for you. So, okay, this was long. It was a lot. I have recorded it, so I will share it on the YouTube. You guys can think about it. But I would love over the next week or two if you could be like, hey, the film crew caught this today. Or, hey, I was doing this and I realized the film crew was coming, so I stopped doing it. Like, it really puts things into perspective. It will help you. It's, I don't know. We all need accountability, right? And it's like that inner accountability. So anyway, I got to go. I got another Zoom after this, as some of you do too. So I'll see you later. Bye.